keeping you informed.
Demerara and Essequibo 99.1 FM.
Burby's 99.5 FM. Kaieteur Radio.
Namaste to you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first edition of the Glenn Lall Show for the month of December. It is December 1, and we say welcome down to the Glenn Lall Show. We come here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 19 hours 20 as we continue to fight for a better Guyana, and of course, as we continue to improve, as we continue to update you as what's happening in your country. Rather, we bring it as it is, as our motto says, we tell it as it is here on the Glenn Lall Show. Tonight, Mr. Lall will make his presentation, after which one times permits us, we'll take your call. Those telephone numbers are 226-7453, 226-7454, and 622-2222. And I'll hand you over to the man of the moment who will make his presentation. Sir, good evening to you.
Namaste, Josh.
Namaste.
Raj, Miss Harris. Josh, you made a mistake. We're not fighting for a better Guyana. We're fighting. We have to fight for a fair share of Guyana that belongs to us. All right? Please don't forget that. We have to fight in our own country for our own thing. It's like you got to fight in your own home for your own thing from strangers, man. Come on, man. It's show time, Guyana. It's Wednesday. What you said today is the 1st of December?
Yep.
Man, since I came out of the hospital, I'm losing my mind sometimes. I don't remember the date. But I know that I'm there tick-tocking or tacticking them. I love that. You know, Josh, I was reading a book today and came across an interesting paragraph about lies and dishonesty. It says, everything we do and say must be based upon truth. Truth. Put the tongue between the teeth. My teacher Rosalind used to say, Glenn Lall, put your tongue between your teeth, and says, truth. Yes. Everything we do and say must be based upon truth. Lies makes a shaky foundation for any relationship. Lying comes in 4 primary forms: deceitfulness, half-truths, exaggerations, and flattery. Does any of those songs familiar to you guys, Josh? Does it sound familiar to you people, Guyana? Think about it as we go through this program tonight and tell me at the end of it what you say. Namaste to all. Yesterday and today, I did 2 TikToks on only 2 milking cows in Guyana pasture. One is the renovation of the International Airport, and the other one is the Sheriff Street, Mandela Avenue Road project. Both of them is taking every couple of mornings more than 7%. More than the 7% increase what I give y'all public servants, including the police, army, nurses, teachers, and so on. I keep telling y'all how these leaders does design these projects so they become milking cows year after year. When the coalition was outside, man, they used to kick up a stink on what was being done. When I went in 2015, David Patterson said the PPP paid 90 million US out of the 138 for the airport. And only 7% of the work was done. Let me repeat that, man. $90 million US dollar. The PPP paid to the Chinese up front, and only 7% of the work was done. 90 million for 7%. Like these chaps like this number 7%. The airport going on 7 years now. And money keeps climbing in the $7 million every now and again. Jill said it thing past 200 million. Yes. And the Mandela Sheriff Street project, that one done there, becoming a milking cow. Jill and Ashley Singh said today how they're sitting down to talk how the road will cost more money. Y'all want to know why government does pay big money up front for all these projects? Josh? Is for give out the kickback. You understand? To give out the upfront money, the deal. You know, if you got drawback to collect, you just have to hand out that money so that the people who got to get a kickback or a drawback just have to collect it. Yeah, man. That's how they just do it all over third world countries. Kick back and kick front. But now everybody knows this story, man. In some cases, I know the people responsible for giving the contracts makes more money than the contractors. This is why some of the works just break up and fall apart overnight. Just yesterday, we carried a news story of a road in Linden. They just done build, and you should see the condition of it. It's already caving in. A lot going on, buddy. A lot going on in this country, and these people have no shame. The Sheriff Street, Mandela Road is becoming another white elephant, a milking cow. Keep your eyes on them. You're going to see how much 7% increase will be pouring there every few months. Well, I should say, them say it will pour there. That's all I can say. Them say. It's the same thing that they keep saying at the airport. One government after another. Them say them must spend. We don't know what is being spent there. But we know we got two debts. Two debts. The airport and the Sheriff Street Road. With interest. Last Sunday, we carried a story in which Uganda took a 207 million US loan from China to build their only international airport in 2015. Now, China hold on to it for payments. We weren't reaching 200 million. We are when they're going to meet payments for them. And we got skilled and plant and a whole lot of things. But let's move on. China took away a 1.3 billion US port in Sri Lanka, a place called Bantantota. And they took away a whole city in Bantantota for payments. Wait a little more. And they may very well take your CJIA International Airport. Bye-bye. Ta-da. Today in the Kaieteur news, I saw them putting in a washroom facility and a staircase at the soon-to-be abandoned Central Fire Station by Big Market. And I had to laugh. An in-house engineer say it will cost $11.5 million for build that. Man, I had to crack up. I had to crack up. Yes. 11.5 million for Bilwa, a washroom, and a little staircase. My $11.5 million can build a whole house.
Exactly.
Yes, uncle and auntie. Good going, eh? And they just announced the construction of a new fire station. And they're paying $614 million. Yeah, man. And them are running a bill. Them are going to spend $11.5 million putting a new washroom in the old building. You gotta love them people, eh?
Love them.
You gotta love these clowns.
Love them.
Yes. Then, them said they will spend $25.5 million. I only hope you guys listening to me, you know. They said they will spend $25.5 million for putting stores and a conference room at the New Amsterdam fire station.
Wow.
Stores like they plan to put Guyana stores and Fagatis or some other
It
business.
must be for that
Yes.
25 million.
Yeah, 25.5 million. You know, fire stations have stores. And a conference room.
Wow.
Yeah, like these attendants, these
For when they have their
Babishan
conferences.
fire attendants got special conference room. Right.
For the conning.
Yeah, man. For $25.5 million. Wow. When you guys get time, I gotta visit these things, you know. And when I visit them, I gotta question them.
Yep.
And in the same paper, the same today paper, Kaieteur News. Again, they said they're spending $88.5 million to build trestle for some overhead water tanks at the Lusignan prison.
Oh my
gosh. Oh my gosh. The fire station and the prison fall under the Ministry of Home Affairs under groups and Ben. $88 million for some overhead water tank at the Lusignan prison. Wow. With that kind of money, Miss Harris, I can build over a brand new Lusignan prison with overhead tanks. You hear me? And you know what? Maybe I'll have enough money to put overhead tanks in all the rest of the prison they have in Guyana. Yeah.
Yep.
But this is your Guyana. With no shame. We live with it, or we try to change it.
Yes.
That's all I'm trying to do. Every day as I open these eyes, for the last 27 going in 28 years, through the Kaieteur News, and now on the radio. And I have begun the TikTok. So you guys got to tack me or tick me, or allow me to tick you or tack you. I love Guyana. And I told you guys I wasn't feeling well. I got a mini attack on the body. And I told you Monday I'm 95%. Well, today I feel I am 96.25%. I'm heading back to the 100. Yes. Yes, thinking about ExxonMobil, these oil players, and these foreigners are thieving our gold, our bauxite, and our diamond, our manganese, and so on, the body is beginning to feel back normal. You know, Ms. Harris?
Yeah.
Many oil experts have been asking how Guyana arrive at getting 5 boatloads of oil per year. And I have been asking the same question, you know.
Yeah.
And how much boatloads Exxon and their partners going away with. Uncle and auntie, do you know that has been a secret from every one of us in this country? Not any one of the politicians have been answering that question and many other questions. This year, we were told that we would be getting not 5, 6 boatloads. But the headmaster for minister, now in charge of the oil, came out today and said how we have to stick with the 5 loads we already get. We leaders that live on expectations every day and not what is rightfully ours. Expectation them I live on. You want to tell me that we have a 50-50 partnership business, Guyana and ExxonMobil. You know how much oil coming up every day and night. And at the end of the year, you telling the nation how we have to settle for 5 and not 6 shiploads? Huh? Is that what you guys telling us? Is this what this headmaster and this financial guru Jagdev telling this nation? Man, are you doing a great job? Very good job. I am proud of you. I'm so proud of you, of our president. I saw he went to Essequibo last weekend and opened Jaigobin Hotel. I stayed here 2-3 nights last year. Nice, beautiful place to go and relax. President Ali went and opened the people 5-story hotel. 5-story with beds. They have 35 rooms with beds, with air conditioning. Man, with fancy chair set and wardrobe in every room, blankets and so on. And you guess how much it cost, Miss Harris? $200 million.
Yeah.
Yes. The private people can build a 5-story hotel for $200 million Guyana dollar. If I was the president looking at that price for that hotel, I would have bagged my face with some cow dung, with shame, knowing that he and the government he runs spending $600 million on a flat school not far from that same hotel. That same president, seeing, and our opposition leader, seeing how they just give to DJ a primary school contract for $346 million. Yes. $800 million on a fire station. Oi, this country is sweet. $904 million on a pumping station. At the 2 schools, the fire station and the pump station money is 3-7% salary increase you're talking about, not 1. You hear me, Miss Harris?
Yes.
If you add just
loud and
that 2
clear.
school with the pump station and the fire station, is 3-7% salary increase for this entire public servants. Now on.
They could have got 21%
Yeah.
increase.
Well, if you total, they could get 21%. Yeah, man. This is how the money is being siphoned off among them. Well, me no want to say body. Them friends, them comrades, and party people. While you got to be begging and taking bribes in the streets. $200 million for a 5-story hotel with 35 rooms, uncle and auntie, fully furnished, AC, fancy, everything, wardrobe, everything, man, table, chair and everything. And them schools, what I'm building for millions, ain't even got some wooden benches to sit on. I love you, and I love this country. I saw Sheikh Baksh, GWI boss man, put out an ad threatening to cut off the poor people water. What I call it, glow water, I don't remember. Cut off the people water if they can't pay. If they maybe the little 2,000 and 3,000 water bill. You hear me? You gotta love this land, man. This is the same man who gave 45 million to a contractor to bring in manganese. What can't even Guyanese we water? Clean we water mean, man. I wonder when you can collect back that $45 million because the manganese didn't come with the right specification. So he has to collect it back. I don't know when he'll collect it back. I'm going to try to get a reporter to call him tomorrow and ask him. But he ready for cut off. The poor people who owe $2,000 or $3,000 water bill. I am still watching that manganese. I am told how they plan to design a special project to accept that manganese. I am opening my eyes every hour on it. Man, Miss Harris, if a leader cannot give the basic things in a country, things like water, man, proper little patch-up holes, can't clean little drains, ain't got drugs at the hospital, man, with all this gold, diamond and bauxite, now we aisle, then you know what? They should get the EFF out of town. You agree with me, man?
Yes.
If you can't give people the basic things and have all this wealth, you should get out of town. Guyana, y'all need to run these people out of town. You giving away billions of US dollars to one of the world's richest corporations, ExxonMobil, and choose to pay their taxes from these same poor people taxes. And now you putting out ad to cut off the people water? Eh?
Cruel.
Man, are you gonna water? Give me me drink, man. Don't give me GWI water, please. Oh my God. At this time, man, Christmas time too. Sheikh Baksh, you guys are sick. You're sick in your mind. Gosh. No, man, no. No. I'm putting out ad to that effect. You guys have no shame, no decency, no compassion, no love for your own poor people. At this time of Christmas, ExxonMobil must be smiling. All them foreigners must be smiling at you jokers. How are you treating your own people? How dotish, how clumsy, how stupid, how clownish you guys are. Come on, Mr. Irfan Ali. Come on. Come on. I am losing it for you. I think you are a different young man when I met you and when we used to hang out now and again. But now I'm seeing your words don't match your actions. You couldn't have people light, man. Is sick, are you sick? You know, Miss Harris, the question every one of us should ask the leaders of this land, all of them, what are they getting personally from these foreigners in our extractive industries, that they can't treat the citizens of this country the way they should be treated? Where you guys getting, man? What are you getting? You should come out and tell this nation, because the foreigners have every single right more than the citizens of this country. You know, I've been trying to see some foreign trucks and vans and machinery in the police stations. I got my guys riding around checking. Over 4 months now. Not one driver of any one of these foreign players has been pulled into any police station.
The same ones riding around with the sirens and breaking our laws.
Yes.
Like they're emergency.
So what I tell you?
They don't care.
No,
Above the law.
they tell you that you can't stop them. Policemen and women can't stop them. The only way you see them is when they make an accident or somebody dead.
Exactly. And
And even then, yes. But you run the light, or you don't stop at a stop sign. They're ready for take you to the station.
Yep.
I'm just glad when they stopped me though. The financial guru Ashley Singh went to Essequibo and told the people how the gas to show project going to take care of them fertilizer needs. Hey, guy, you're good. Are you great? One man who was there called me and said, Glenn Lall, when he listened to these people, he wants to cry for himself. And the few people that were there, he said, man, you have to hear them, how they cuss up after they finish talking. The friend said, fertilizer? Wait, is fertilizer these people come to the school to talk to us about? The man said, no, Glenn, if we get our fair share from our oil, we don't need to plant rice anymore, much less fertilizer. You know, when the guy told me that, I was so happy.
Of course, he gets it.
I was so happy because people like them is beginning to understand what is playing out in this land. They're beginning to understand that gas to show project is another Ponzi scheme. Ashley Singh and Bharat Jagdev trying to push down we truths, along with the coalition, some members of the coalition, to take us back, not into a fifth world country, but into the worst world country. The entire Africa is EFF, ED, up, is effed up, and had better deals than Guyana today. You guys have an idea where Guyana will be after this oil is done in a few years' time? May I say good night and God bless? I got to get my rest. I told you guys I was out of the hospital. I got to get my rest before I end up in the nest with things I cannot digest. How a song that one? Oh boy. Monday, uncle. Monday, auntie. The Kaieteur News carried a story in which the residents of Marudi in Region 9 beginning to wake up to what is happening. What is going on in their neighborhood. I don't know if they are listening to the Kaieteur radio, but I love the stance they are taking. The government continuing to disrespect the citizens of this country in preference to foreigners. They had given our mining land and concessions to a Canadian company named Aurora Gold Mines. Y'all remember that? They sold it and walk away with hundreds of millions of Canadians to a Chinese company called Xinjiang. Them a Xinjiang are here right now with a goal. Right now. Today's newspaper. Today, the Stabrook News. Not the Kaieteur News. The Stabrook News said that Xinjiang ready to do underground mining. Hey, underground mining. Man, they will be taking out gold out of this country. Not by the short ton, but by the long ton very soon. And they were very proud to announce it. What is there for me and you? Ha ha! What is there for me and you? Hey, it's Christmas. Oh ho! It's Christmas. Yeah, man, you got nothing to get from this set of Chinese. Nothing. Now the PPP government signed away another set of lands to a new Canadian company in Region 9 without even notifying the residents in the neighborhood. I see, like I said, I see the neighborhood, the residents kicking up a stink. Can anybody say why the leaders of this country giving away our mining lands in this fashion? Miss Harris, you know why? Guys, you got to stand up. Stand up for your wealth and demand a fair share of everything they're bringing. Everything they're bringing up or bringing out. You got to stand up for your fair share there. Or, if you can't get your fair share, give them the boot. Run them out. If you can't get your fair share of your own wealth, they don't belong there. And Glenn Lall saying that. I am telling you, give them the boot. Every foreigner that is in that land, taking out our gold, our resources, and we can't get our fair share, should be kicked out of this country. I care not a damn about government or any opposition. We have to get our own share, our fair share of everything. You guys disagree with me, man? Josh?
No.
Huh?
No.
Bernard?
Definitely, Glenn, you're 100% right. That's all you demand a fair share.
We have had enough of these foreigners in every sector of our resources in this land over the years, man. Raping, robbing us blindly, morning, noon, and night. They're worse than the kick down door bandits
Definitely.
or the robber in the streets.
Definitely.
You know, just an hour ago before I get up here, I was told that this same Canadian company, the government want put in Marudi, already sitting comfortable with huge swaths of our mining lands in Region 7 and Region 8. How you like that? Now they want Marudi in Region 9. Man, it's time for I left this radio station.
Definitely.
My time finish?
Not yet.
Huh?
Not yet.
God bless you, man. Monday, with this last one, Monday I see the Chronicle carry a story in which the Dharamsala. Anybody remember that name? A very famous name and place. Been around a long time, helping old people. Since I was a little boy, I used to hear people saying, I'll take you to Dharamsala in Georgetown. Now, after 100 years, they're asking for help to manage and run the institution. They say it's COVID and it's hard on them. I know it's hard on you guys. I'll see if I can help. I am betting my last dollar though that ExxonMobil will come in and said, we will take care of that. And all Guyana will be jumping for joy when they hear that. They're going to say, oh, ExxonMobil is good people. Best people on earth. See them helping me out. Any bets? Anybody want to bet me on that?
Not me for sure.
It's the same thing they do with cricket and had the whole Guyana jumping up. Oh, if it wasn't for them, if it wasn't for ExxonMobil, we were going to never see cricket. And that bill already paid 100 times. That bill must have already inflated. Yes, inflated.
By the billions of US dollars.
And we don't pay for it. Dharamsala, if they do take over Dharamsala, you're going to be worse. It might be 50 times, they're going to inflate that. Anyway, tonight, guys, I want to share a special story of a tyrant, a dictator, a murderer, a despicable human being. Possible the worst in the world. You hear me clearly, uncle and auntie? I watched a 12 minutes video done by 60 Minutes Australia that was aired on November 26th, titled The Dirty Deeds. The Dirty Deeds. Here this one. He's vicious. He is venal. And he's robbing his country blind. That's how he was described by the man who did the documentary on him. His country is an African hellhole called Equatorial Guinea. And no one would have ever heard or cared about it if they hadn't discovered a huge amount of oil. Yes. This is just like Guyana, uncle and auntie. So much oil they found. The experts say that this tiny country can become the richest country in the world in the next 10 years' time. You hear that? No. This is Equatorial Guinea. The people said this tiny country, that tiny country can become the richest country in the world.
Wow.
Equatorial Guinea.
Yeah, if it politics, all the money.
Yeah. The trouble is, most of the oil money is being pumped directly into the president's pocket.
By ExxonMobil, no.
He is living like a king while his people starve.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
ExxonMobil, no.
Can you guys compare anything there to here? Huh?
Dog,
All Jackman is absolutely quiet in Guyana.
dog food.
Wow. The president of Equatorial Guinea moves around in his country with an entourage, Bernard, worthy of a superpower,
You see the
like
cars?
Joe
You
Biden
see the cars?
and Vladimir Putin.
Better cars than them, so.
And he's just about the most horrible dictator in the world today. Miss Harris, nobody asking me the man's name.
Tell the people.
What is his name? Let us know.
Tell the people the good.
Yeah, man. A man named Teodoro Obiang.
Mr. Obiang.
Teodoro Obiang. His people are amongst the poorest on earth. And he is amongst the richest on the planet Earth. This is one bad place, the reporter said. It has one of the most appalling human rights records, probably in the world. Regular torture and extrajudicial killings is like Wild West in that country.
Yes.
I want you guys to listen carefully about this man and this little country. A country that has double the population of Guyana. So when I say tiny, it's not too tiny. a small Australian company, Rock Oil, is drilling there. But it's mostly American giants, particularly the one and only, that's in Guyana here, ExxonMobil. Yes. To begin with, they give Equatorial Guinea, who owns the oil, just 12% of the oil revenues.
They're giving Guyana. They're giving one more than Guyana.
The people said the norm is more like 60%.
Definitely.
Uncle and auntie, you all hear that? The norm, this is the white people saying. This is not Glenn Lall saying. The norm is 60%.
They're still giving more than Guyana.
Guyana get 2%.
Total.
Yes, yeah. Well, it's 9 if we got to pay taxes.
Yeah. 9 and 2 is that.
No, 9 if you got to
We
pay
got
taxes.
taxes. Okay.
Hmm.
Right.
Oh boy, I love this country.
But I said, better we got to get 11, they get 12.
All right, give me a break there now.
Sure.
The city of Equatorial Guinea is mostly a slum with little running water and essentially no sewage. You know what you got to do there? You got to mess with the people by
Sure. Yes and yes.
or hang anywhere and do your thing.
Yes and shy.
The government stopped the reporter from filming there, but they were able to get a few shots from the hotel window, the people said. Josh, you should put up some of them photos. I wish you guys could have seen some of these photos.
Definitely.
You know? While the oil fires flicking on the horizon at night, meaning the burning of the gas into the skies, the flaring is big lights up you're seeing. Students, yes, school children with no electricity in their homes, them can be seen studying under the street lights that bright up the driveway to the presidential palace.
Wow.
Yes, children like sit down on the road under the lamp pole.
People wouldn't believe it, but there are photos. They have
Look the photos you see there.
Yes, you see the children with their books
Yeah.
studying. They can barely see. It's sickening.
He had no lights. They sit down in the driveway where the president passes. Only he road light up. No electricity in the country. The man who did this program said, it's a very bad, evil government that is lying in bed with no other than ExxonMobil. He said it's a shame. Does that sound similar here in Guyana, guys? Huh? With ExxonMobil and both governments? Yes, man. Yes. It's a video, you know, and I will play the video for you guys, hear it yourself. I'm just giving you a synopsis of it. And it's just a few minutes. What I have just said there, Bernard, anything resemble Guyana?
You see the exact copy?
Don't get up and get out there and say and do something. Trust me, I am putting my head on a block. Chop it off. Your future, your children's future, and their children's future is doomed with these corrupt and incompetent clowns we have as leaders here.
Speak it again.
Yeah, man. Just give me 2 more minutes and I'll finish for tonight. Listen some more. The U.S. ambassador for Equatorial Guinea, a man named Frank Rudy, very brilliant guy. He was also a lawyer working for ExxonMobil before he became ambassador. He said, the shameful part is that you have a big company like ExxonMobil who is in bed with a very corrupt government and president. He said the man is so corrupt that the president treats the treasury as his own bank account. And the ambassador found that very, very shameful of ExxonMobil doing business with such a man. Let me ask you guys this, uncle. Who can we say? Could we say anything about these leaders here in Guyana? If they're shameful or not?
Worse than Equatorial Guinea.
Huh? Well, I'm not going to answer that. I'll leave it for you guys to answer that. That's what the ex-US ambassador thought. How shameful that president and ExxonMobil was. Don't forget, I'm playing the tape for you to listen. This president, one named Teodoro Kobiang, loves to travel in fine style with his family. Like if travel going out of style itself. This president got a son named Teodoro Jr. Teodoro Jr., who is presently the vice president of the country. He too loves to travel. But he loves the city of Paris and its fine hotels with exclusive, expensive stores. Man, once the man had the French television station tag along with him on a shopping spree in downtown Paris. That is life, Bernard.
Definitely.
That is what you call a king's life.
You see the yacht, yes?
Yes, I know. By the way, I spent 3 days in Paris. Yeah. But I didn't stay in any exclusive hotels. I couldn't afford it. The cheapest room on a reasonable hotel in Paris, downtown Paris, begins at €2,000 and up per night. The one Teodoro Jr., the one he stayed in, that got to be 50,000, 60,000 euro at night. That's 75,000 US dollars a night. The same day, he went with a TV crew. The African prince had the owners of a fashion store put out its customers, then close the doors just for the prince alone to shop. Wow. Man, Miss Harris, you got to get a man like that. That's a man of class. Yes. That is style beyond style. At that same fashion store, the prince bought 30 suits. Not one, not two, 30. The prince, you gotta hear this one, man. The prince, the documentary said the prince moved from a Bentley car, which is a huge ride, you know, because of traffic, into a Lamborghini, a smaller, yes, but more expensive ride,
Of course.
to go downtown to buy a few CDs. CD, the man had a Bentley to go.
The castle was
Lamborghini.
Man, God gonna bless Guyana and some people. Some of our leaders, Bernard, would like to live like that. I know who they are. But I wouldn't tell you all tonight. Some of them can live like that right now with the kind of wealth what they draw down out there. What them done draw down from them, yes, them high black. Let me move on. I love it. The man had to say, the reporter had to say, the money this prince spent there one day could have gone a very far way in helping people who are living in the slums in Equatorial Guinea. Or even give a few thousand people a glass of clean drinking water. Something they never see. The reporter went further to say for the last 5 years, the oil was pumping and money was flowing. You hear me? The last 5 years, oil was pumping and the money was flowing, but not into the country, not into the people's pockets or their bellies. It was pumping into the press, into the president's pockets. And of course, the oil people were having a field day with the rest. Yes. Is anything going on here, man?
Exactly.
Is anybody having a field day here? What do you think there, Bernard?
I see the exact same thing happening to us.
ExxonMobil, Hess, CNOC is doing whatever, whenever they feel to. And wait, oil been pumping since 2019. The oil company bank book is fattening by the hour. Anyone of our pocket getting anything here? I know I made a mistake. Yeah, I got a huge increase the other day from President Ali. Remember? 7% is a lot of money. Next year we'll get another 7%. And I will be happy with it. I'll pumping every minute of the day and night. And you don't know nothing. Wait, man. This country is Equatorial Guinea. Or is this country Guyana? And you continue to sleep. We don't know how much oil ships ExxonMobil carrying away until now. We don't know how much ExxonMobil charging we to bring up a barrel of oil. We don't know how much interest rate we pay on them loan ExxonMobil borrowing that we got to pay back. We don't got a clue how to take out the money to share the profit. And you're not hearing a single word from these king gurus we have. President Ali and the opposition leader Harmon and the other financial gurus of this country. I love Guyana. Where Equatorial oil money was going? You remember? I just told you. Into the pockets of the president and family and the people starving. It's not Glenn Lall said that, you know. The people have proof who did that documentary. So let's move on. Give me some space. This piece you're about to hear tickled my soul. The reporter, while doing this documentary, find himself in hot water. He said he bumped into some of ExxonMobil's men relaxing in a white man hotel after a stint on the rigs in Equatorial Guinea. Having a good time. They were having a good time. He asked the guys, Miss Harris, he said he asked the guys, where all this money is going, man? And the guy said, we don't control where the money goes. We're just out here to do a job. He said after that, he was having dinner when out of the blue, the Equatorial Guinean information minister shows up in his face and say, get out of the country. Your visa has been revoked. And told the reporter, if you go quietly, then nobody will throw you into jail. So he quietly made his way to Madrid in Spain. Jail. The minister threatened the reporter to throw him in jail for doing a documentary in the country. This monsters you have in your country. They know everything that is going on. They just know everything that goes on in their country. Them only planning for you. I wonder if anybody planning for me. Huh? You're going to have to plan and plot because, and you got to do that a long time. Because let me tell you, all my rule on earth already been laid down. Not by any dictator, thief or crook. Already designed by the man above. Our creator, my creator. In 27 years, you know what I do? They firebomb the place, they burn the press, they throw grenades at me. They come looking for me with guns. And I still here. So I don't know what else I could do to me. I tell you, I done that a long time ago. I just going through the motion. The man said, the reporter said, while he was in Spain, after he had to run out, he met lots of people who had to flee to Spain because of that corrupt, murderous dictator. The man said in his conversation with them, they told him how they were constantly thrown in rat-infested jail in the capital for just opening their mouths against him. Wow. I know some of these incompetent and corrupt clowns we have for leaders have those same murderous qualities and tendencies. If you only close your eyes on them, they will become worse than that. Obiang. The president became so angry that he honestly and genuinely believed that the country and all the assets and resources belongs to he and he alone. You know who said that? All the opposition leader said that. That's how paranoid the president is. He believed that everything belonged to he. And he believed he is sharing the wealth to all the people. That is what he told a man named Bob Simon, a reporter, from CBS 60 Minutes in an interview last year. That is the only thing Teodoro Obiang said during the entire documentary. How he's sharing the money among the people. Whenever he goes to America, he is giving red carpet treatment. And when the dignitaries question why this cruel and corrupt dictator is being treated like that, the people say, if America pull out of Equatorial Guinea, other countries will go in. So they might as well stay with a corrupt leader and rob this son of a bee and his whole country. That's what they said, Bernard. It turns out this president, Obiang, does lots and lots of business in Washington, D.C., the capital of America, both for his government and his private business. In the heart of that city, Uncle and Auntie, at DuPont Circle, stands a bank called the Riggs National Bank. Only the kings of the world and the Saudis, the big boys of the universe, bank there. And guess what? That same president, Teodoro Obiang, is one of them who's banking there. He have the oil companies banking the country's royalties in bank accounts there that he is in command and control of. They found out that he has in excess of over 60 accounts with hundreds of millions of American dollars. You know, almost all of them. The investigators went a little further, just around the corner, in that DuPont circle, and found out that two of the most expensive properties not far from that bank are owned by Teodoro Obiang. Well locked up and sealed, only paying security guards to just stare at this beautiful mansion. This thing look like a fairy tale story, I'm saying, right?
Yep.
The investigator said that the president and his family has to be in love with the rich and famous, because just across the country there sits another mansion in the luxurious Beverly Hills area of Los Angeles, which is the home of the prince. Yes, the president's son, Teodoro Jr. You guys remember people talking about Guyana being the fastest growing economy in the world today? It's the same thing they were saying about Equatorial Guinea. They said it would become the fastest growing economy and country on earth. Today, their population, which is twice the size of Guyana, 1.5 million people, is considered the poorest people on earth. And they're still pumping oil today, almost the same amount as Lisa Wan is pumping right now. Equatorial GDP per person is the same as Guyana now. And them oil winding down after 25 years. You hear me, man? Let me repeat. We have the same GDP today. Okay?
Almost to the dollar.
Almost to the dollar. Right? Their people are the worst people on earth. Them oil winding down to nothing, because they're pumping just what Lisa Wan pumping. Less than what Lisa Wan pumping right now. 113,000 barrels. We pump 130, 150 barrels per day on Lisa Wan alone. Them one wind down to 113. You hear me? After 25 years. In the next 25 years with ExxonMobil, and the rest of them done wine out Guyana, we will be right there with Equatorial Guinea, and we will be branded the same way Equatorial Guinea is branded, as the poorest people on earth. Yes. Should I say anything more? Huh? I want you guys to listen to the documentary and listen carefully. Don't go to bed. It's only a few minutes. For those of you on YouTube and Facebook, click on the link in the comment section and please listen to it. It's there. And please, I beg you, it's, like I said, it's only a couple of minutes. All right? So listen to it. Could you give it to them? Play it, I want you to play it now. I'm sitting here too. I am not going anywhere. So let's get going. We got a few minutes.
Tyrant, possibly the worst in the world. He's vicious, he's venal,
I saw you were listening attentively to that documentary. You heard the Equatorial Guinea as little Kuwait. Could have been Kuwait overnight. But hey, and then you heard the gentleman emphasize on
one is doing the right thing.
on the Riggs Bank, National Bank,
Yes.
you know, and says how the big boys have their accounts there. Maybe we should check on some of our leaders.
We should.
Maybe they would have already have special accounts open there, because it seems like the oil companies love that bank. That bank maybe have some
Secretive clause.
secretive clause, and we have also many of our leaders love
Secretive
this-
clause.
Yes, secretive clause.
Confidential
So God
agreement.
bless you.
Yes. The telephone number for you to call this evening is 226-7453 and 226-7454, 622-2222. Those are the numbers you can call us on this evening on the Glenn Lall
Bernard, you
Show.
were
Members of
Bernard
the
was-
panel, studio, we have something to say. Go ahead.
Yes, Glenn. You know, when you're a presidential candidate, you will have a role model of which, if you win the election, you would have a role model of which president you would like to be, you know? Like, it seems like our leaders choose to emulate Theodore Obiang as their role model. Or Sani Abacha of Nigeria. Because really, people would like to be like people would emulate people like John F. Kennedy, who said, ask not what your country could do for you, but what you could do for your country. Right? Or like Winston Churchill of England, who fought for his country. You fought in World War I, who fought in South Africa, right? People who fought for the country, but our leaders seem to be emulating the worst of the dictators in Africa.
No, you see, those people, Bernard, those people fought for their country. Our leaders fighting for themselves.
Precisely.
You understand? So that's the difference, you know. And they will do anything, like Teodoro Obiang. They're fighting. He's fighting for himself and his family.
But I have another question for you again. Theodore Obiang got away with it because he's a dictator. And he got away in the days where there wasn't much press on the internet. Does our leaders think they're going to get away with it this, the 21st century? This is 2021. Do they think they're going to get away with it? They might get away with it legally, but for history, they will be reviled in history as the worst of the worst, Glenn. Do they care for history? Do they care for their children, their grandchildren? I don't know, man. You answer the question, please,
You
Glenn.
think I know they can't get away with it. I know this, what is going on in this country, will not be allowed to continue. This is coming to a halt. This is coming to an end. And no Joseph Harmon, Granger, Irfan Ali, or Jack Deo can stop this. Or Ramjatan can stop this.
Yes, sir.
This cannot continue.
Guyanese people have to stop it.
No, it will not. And ExxonMobil and Sinnock and Hess need to understand that. All of them need to understand that. All of them who have our oil blocks hidden in secrecy clause, diving and ducking and running here and running there with it, all will come out. I am telling you that. It will come out, and it has to come back to the people of this country, because we own it. I want my share. I don't know about anybody else. And I will fight for my share. And I will fight for my children's share. And my grandchildren's share.
Yes, we are
And
with you.
all of your children and children's
We are with you
share.
100%, Glenn. We are with you 100%.
No, we will not.
You know, Glenn, I sit down in your studio, and I must be honest, you're doing a wonderful job.
Thank
But
you.
I was in that country. It's more than what you see in there. And I want to be honest, I don't blame the investor or the government minister, I blame the people of the country.
Yes, sir.
They must be united for the future of the generation and stop listening to false doctrine, because this is what is happening. In Guyana, we have a situation. We divide the nation by race while they are falling on their face. Time for a change, ladies and gentlemen. And we can unite this nation and put our people forward. There was a leader who killed himself, as they say, in a car. He had a slogan: The people's power, no dictator. So I don't blame investors, I don't blame minister, I blame the people themselves.
So they're not doing
The
nothing.
military, the police, the civil servant, those are the people responsible. Because those are the ones who will kick your door down, lock you up, get criminal to kill you, and the international community shut them out. And you know what we do after? If you are a black person in a black country, the white man, we forget what we are doing to ourselves. All right? Learn from the Jews, ladies and gentlemen. Never again will a Jews get gas chamber until Jesus come if he's coming.
All right. Yes, Bernard. Where's the telephone call? What happened to the telephone call?
226-7453 or 226-7454. We have a call on the line. Caller,
you.
good evening and welcome to the Glenn Lall Show. Hello? Caller, you there? I see that person is not ready for us. 226-7453 and 226-7454. Those are the numbers. Caller, good evening and welcome to the Glenn Lall Show.
Yeah, don't know.
Good night to you, sir. Go ahead. Hello?
226-7453, 226-7452, or you can WhatsApp 622-2222.
Caller, good evening and welcome to the Glenn Lall Show. Hello? Caller, you there? Seems like playing game with us this evening. 226-7453 and 226-7455.
Good evening, sir.
Mr. Glenn Lall,
Good evening, sir.
that was a very, very strong statement what you said before. We, the people, will stand up against these clowns. No matter what it takes. If it has to take a few of our lives, we will do that. We cannot let Mr. Jack Day or his corrupted group take this country by storm and become dictator. It's not going to happen with our blood.
I hear you, brother. I hear you. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
right,
Thank
bye-bye.
you.
Caller, good evening and welcome to the Glenn Lall Show.
Jack Day
Hi, good night.
Good night to you.
I would like Mr. Glenn Lall. Is
Yes, you're live on the air.
oh, I'm live on the air. Okay. I know sometime Mr. Glenn Lall said that he could get some lawyers from England to do the job to revoke the contract. Am I wrong or right?
What he said?
He said sometime you said you'll get some lawyers from England to revoke the contract.
But it costs a lot of money, right?
Yes.
Why don't you tell it to the people and let us raise the money and get the contract revoked?
It's we cannot revoke the contract. We can challenge the contract.
Or whatever the case may be.
We can challenge the contract, but it's to find the lawyers. We're not getting the lawyers.
I thought you said you have the lawyers in England.
Yeah, but you're not getting them. You're not giving the money. The money is in the millions of pounds, brother.
Yes, I understand, but I'm sure that you have so much of friends and lots of people will support you and give that money.
In pounds?
Why not? Because after all, when you get it back, you could pay back those people.
When where are you picking up 2-3 million pounds from?
Amount of people that listen to this program, think people will support you?
They support, but they're supportive with
Why
an
don't you
empty.
throw it out on the program and
Yes.
ask them, tell them the number, and ask them if they were willing to donate. And they have lots of millionaires, of course, who would like to see things come good. They will donate the money, brother. I think so personal, you know. Okay, another thing. Can we take our president and vice president to court on these cases?
Well, I doubt it. You see, the Constitution give these people so much of power, man.
Well, then the people can go for seize these people.
Well,
Because these people is the people causing all of it. Got to look at the bottom root where it's starting.
Yeah,
You and the president is allowing these things. They are the people we have to seize. Because the people got to wake up and get to hold on for Jagdio and the president.
well, it's not Jagdio and the president, my friend. The contract was signed by Raphael Trotman.
But still you said he's going on and continued allowing the wrong things to be done.
He can't allow. if Raphael Trapman was the government of the day that signed it.
Yes, but you said that you go ahead with new contracts.
The changes can be made, but
Yes.
this government not even asking.
Well, therefore we have to hold them because they said they would have changed it. They fool us.
Well, every day they're doing that to us.
So all this is where the people got to really get up. We got to do something with this thing. This thing can't continue just going and talking. And all these people who say we got to run them out of the country, these Chinese and so. Yes, buddy, you got to...
The only way, my friend, I see for bringing about a change here, let's shut this country down.
Well, let me do something, man. Call upon the nation and see if you get the support and let me shut it down.
If you don't shut this country down and shut down ExxonMobil, we will get nowhere.
I think we'll let us
And I
do
can't
what we have
see,
to do.
and I can't see the PPP supporters or the PNC supporters or the AFC supporters will not join us to stop this country.
Madness.
Right? They will support us.
I think we
You
got a good
understand?
point.
Because everybody at the end of the day is hurting and will be hurt. Our generation to come will feel the squeeze.
But we start feeling it already because things rising and rising all the time.
Exactly. So to go to beg for money to go to find lawyers to fight them down? No, man, no. We have to first begin a protest with this fourth project Jagdeo is going to allow.
You have to stop them aside.
We need to stop this one in this track right now.
Well, call upon the people so let's organize a progress and let me get going, man. We got
It's
to start
coming.
something. A new year coming.
It's coming.
New year is January, brother.
It's coming. We can't wait for January. It's coming.
Well, I do hope so because
It's
I
coming.
would like to get into it too because this is not a one-man story. It's everybody punishing, you know.
Yeah. My friend, and we have so much of wealth, brother. All of us should have been getting at least, every household, my friend, should have already been getting from the day them start pumping oil, at least $1 million a month in the thing. That's like nothing.
Minimum.
$1 million a month is like nothing.
Minimum. At the minimum.
Right?
No Guyanese should be living in renting house or squatting up.
Definitely.
Exactly, they should have already got it.
We should be rich enough.
People don't even have money for pay rent.
We have
Hold for please.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for the support, you man.
Okay, my brother.
All right, good.
Yes.
Yes.
Hello? Good night, you're here.
My other contribution is that Guyanese have to tell themselves that it might as well they suffer 1 month, 1 year, and inherit the rest of their life.
Exactly.
With our will.
Yes.
Exactly.
So if you or whoever call a protest, we need them to get out there.
I agree with you.
Nobody else isn't doing anything, only Glenn Lall is doing. And whatever he is doing is not for PPP, not for ACNO, it's for Guyanese,
Yes.
in and out of Guyana.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
the nation should tell themselves, let them suffer 1 year, they're not going to dead.
That's
Rather
it.
than they suffer for the next 30 years.
Well, they have been suffering for the last umpteen years,
I know that.
and we have so much of wealth,
I know that.
right? And we continue to suffer.
That's right.
So why can't we get out into the streets and continue to suffer until we get what is rightfully ours?
Yes. Yes.
And that's all I'm saying. I am making this thing so simple.
I know.
I am making it so simple so that the cane cutter can understand what I'm saying.
Yes. That is why.
You know the government and the opposition has been silent on the fishing industry.
Yes.
I have done many programs to talk about the fishing industry. Died. It's dead. And guess what? Now it's dead. It's dead, and the government still dancing around and saying, well, we're trying to find out what is the cause of the reduction of the seafood products in this country. These clowns.
Now they're finding out.
No, wait, hold, my dear, hold. These clowns already know what happened, but it's a game they're playing with the Guyanese people. You know? They're just buying time, playing for time,
Yeah.
I want to see how they're going to deal with that. But I would like to tell those fishermen to get out into the streets and demand your compensation, because ExxonMobil and the government must and should compensate every home for the rest of your life. Thank you. Yes, go ahead. All right, goodbye. Bye.
All right, Mr. Lall, we will take your closing remarks this evening.
A gentleman, me call him, and I really want to hear him. I really want to hear him. I want to return his call. This is a gentleman who called me from Essequibo Coast. Yes, he called me a few times. He is the one that called me and tell me that Ashley Singh went and talked about the gas to show and fertilizer.
Hello?
Yes, sir, you're live on here. Go ahead.
Hi, good night.
You can.
I'm listening to this program, and everything you said was so true. But let me talk about little about the Esquibo trip.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, go ahead.
That is a very important point. That a hotel that costs 200 million, if that was a government project being contracted out,
Oh, my
that
mama.
would cost
200 billion. 200 billion.
And I think that the Guyanese people should really digest that and question government and any project. That is a perfect comparison how things work in this country.
Hold 1 second, my friend. Hold on 1 second. The NIS building is a little flat building, a little flat house at 79 Village. They spent $69 million to renovate them. Ashley Singh. Ashley Singh. Yeah, Ashley Singh been and defend them and say how you got to hear the language the man use. With the sophistication. Wait. With the sophistication of the seating capacity. When me and Adamaris were there, his couple wooden bench covered with leatherette. And the man called that sophisticated seating capacity. Yeah. These chaps.
I want to know if the money have to come out from them pocket to make such a building, if they were a gift to any contractor, if they will work for the money. But you know, there is something called patriotism.
Yes.
If you are not a patriotic person for your country, well, you're a useless person. You're already dead. When the president came to honor Regina with his ministers, if you hear everybody had to stand up, man, and the national anthem. I say, what is it? That, you know, people, they're so willing to stand up, and the president and the ministers pass in. And what? The meeting lasts about 3 hours. And about 1 hour they spent talking about AFC and APNU. and PNC.
Yeah.
PNC and how they destroyed the sugar industry and the rice industry and how they did this. Like, you know, I only know people talk about people when they're in serious love. You know, when two people love only them you can remember them so much and talk about them.
Feeling insecure. Feeling insecure.
They're deeply in love, and they pretend to the Guyanese people that they're quarreling a day, but they're in bed in the night. You know, and they're only fooling the Guyanese people. And when you listen to these people, and it's like throwing dust in people's eye.
They're throwing sun, not dust. Sun.
Sun and stone. Telling the farmers it was a rice farmer meeting, basically because of the high cost of fertilizer. Fertilizer double. Last crop was 4,000, it become 8,500, 9,000, 10,000, double. But before telling the people that only COVID, they're blaming COVID for everything. If your wife go away and all is COVID.
I am showing you got a minute. You got half a minute. I gotta go. They tell me I gotta come out.
And only tell it before they deal with the real issue and tell people that you're gonna get fertilizer at Wales in the next 4 or 5 years. But there was a man who was there and said, "Watch, man, we don't plant cane on the Esquibo Coast. Give us the oil money, and we can buy the fertilizer at whatever cost."
Yes.
You know, give us the oil money. At least one man stood up and only fooling the people and tell them all kind of lies. And the president said here negotiating with some country. When Ashley Singh asked him, "Should I disclose which country?" He didn't answer. Like that and all is a secret. Which country they are dealing with for this fertilizer, that is a secret.
Thank you.
Some big
I gotta go.
You take care of all the best. God bless you.
God bless you. Bye. Uncle and auntie, we got to fight this fight together.
Yes.
As one people. And we will become victorious. Yes. I'm feeling it, I'm smelling it, I'm tasting it, I'm eating it, I'm living it, I am breathing it, and I'm dreaming it.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, we will be victory. We will see victory.
People's power.
Have a good night. God bless.